Welcome back to Percy on 66. Morning, y'all. This morning, we'll be discovering some stuff at the Lincoln Home and Historical Sites. Let's go in. What a better place to start than the Lincoln Home itself, right here. That looks like something out of a horror movie, I'm not gonna lie. It was made in, you can just read this, an 1860 appearance. This is what it would look like in 1860. It was restored in 1951. The area itself was actually restored in like the 1970s, 1972. So it's not just the Lincoln House, but everywhere around us is as close as it was going to be to what it was like in the mid 1800s. That's some work. Thank you, Park Services, for everything that you do. Of course, Mr. Higgins can't come on this tour with us because Lincoln was allergic to cats. That is a little known fact. No cat dander is allowed. Now, you may not have believed me when I said no pets allowed. That's no public restrooms. It says we request that all pets remain outside. That's how it is, y'all. Just keep on walking, and you got the Henson Lion House. I don't know who Henson Lion is. I assume that he is one of the founders of MGM, but I could be completely wrong. Probably am, but it's gonna Google it later, find out, maybe report back to you. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't mind being corrected. The William Beadle House. William Beadle. He was a railroad fireman. You know how I know that? That sign. These are all really pretty houses. They're all late Victorian style. It's the Charles Arnold House. Now this is good to know. Getting to know your research. I promised myself I'm not going to spend a lot of time on things like research. The best way to get to know things is from like a knee-jerk perspective. And that's what I do. Now I read all this stuff and I try to report it back to you as best as I can, but there's a lot to read. I sometimes just take pictures and over the weeks and months following the actual broadcast, correct myself as needed. Luckily, so far, there's been very few, if any, mistakes. None that I've recognized myself. Look at that. Buttons here and everything. Oh, I feel like a sniper's gonna get it. Can you see that? You can't see that. Anyway, all in all, it's gonna take you a pretty good amount of time to get through this. Also, make sure that you take a tour of the Lincoln Home. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. It's beautiful, really. It's important because you need to know who is born where so that you know how to treat them. Maybe not the good way, the best way to think about it. It's history, and you need to know history because otherwise, as they say, you are doomed to repeat it. Just like my cousin who failed 4th grade because he could not count proper. Kevin was not the brightest bushel in the bunch. All these fences, I don't know if this is true, I think I read this somewhere. Lincoln was the first person in America to own a white picket fence, which is ironic. He was against racism. Actually, correction, fence was brown. That is less ironic. Whose home are we in? Give me 1 second.